So today I'm going to teach you how to build on what we learned yesterday or the day before in terms of using scumbling or blending as a pencil technique to create a series of values. So if you want to look at my piece of paper, I'm going to get you all started. Okay, so just like we did, just like I instructed you to do with our segmented value scale, we're going to use a ruler and we're going to get a 6-inch, marking at every inch, line. You're going to use your ruler again, just like you did in the other tutorial, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not grading your measurements, but this just gives us a space to work with. And then connect your lines. So this should be the same space as the segmented value scale that you used. Now, that you did the other day. Now, just as with our segmented value scale, we're going to use we're going to use a sharpened pencil. We're going to use the side of our pencil as much as possible. If it's getting these little scratchy marks, I just sharpened this. So over on the side here, I'm just going to kind of take it down just a little bit, get some of that graphite off so that it's smoother. Yeah, that's much better. See how this was it when I started. I softened that lead a little, and now when I'm scumbling, I can get a nice smooth application. So if your marks are ever getting scratchy, but you're doing everything right, just kind of scribble a little bit on your paper. It'll soften up your lead. Okay, so now just like when let's do lightest here, darkest here, just like in your other value scale. So remember, when we do value, you can always go darker, you can never go lighter. I saw a few people who started too dark. Remember that if you are going too dark, you want to go to the end of your pencil to limit how much pressure that you are putting on the lead of the pencil. That's going to allow you to make a lighter value. And remember, with this blending scumbling technique, we're using organic shapes. Now, I've said circle, 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 figure 8, but the idea is that you just are not going up and down. If you do that, once we start making circles and spheres and other three-dimensional shapes and objects, your drawing's going to be pretty flat. Now, when you're doing a smooth gradated transition value scale, you want to make sure that you never go into the lightest value ever again. The more lead or the more graphite that you put on your paper, the darker it's going to get. So the more I go over with circle, 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 figure 8, circle, 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 figure 8, circle, 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 the darker it's going to get. So I came up and I'm darkening this a little bit more so that it's going a smooth transition from dark to light. Now, my value is getting dark enough now that I want a little bit more pressure. So I'm going to move up on my pencil. I'm going to hold my pencil on top so that I can activate that lead, and I'm going to add more value to my value scale. Circle, 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 circle. Now this definitely has a transition, but it doesn't go dark enough. I haven't found an absolute dark yet. So I'm just going to kind of continue to add values in this area to bring it to the darkest that this pencil, this HB number 2 pencil, is going to be able to go. Now, I just went and did a big line. Do you see that jump? It's really dark and you can almost see a segmented line through that. What I have to do to soften that line is go and blend those two values together and create a third value between there. That's going to make it jump a little bit and soften that really big segmented jump in value. So anytime you get those really distinct lines in your art, in your value scales, you want to make sure that you go back in and soften the area between the dark and the other tone so that it doesn't look like a distinct line. Okay, I'm going to come up here and get a nice dark chilling up in here. How dark can these lead number 2, not lead, number 2 HB pencils go? That's about as dark as they go. But again, I have this really distinct line. So I'm going to come in here and create a new value between that one that went really dark and the value right before it. Figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, circle, 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 circle. Now this is a really hard thing to be able to do. I've been drawing for a very long time, so I've gotten pretty good at them, but it's probably going to take you 2 or 3 attempts to be able to get a very smooth, see that jump right there? I'm just going to come in and create a new value to blend those 2 values together so that it's nice and smooth. You want the full range of values that your pencil can do. You can always go darker, you can never go lighter. But this right here is the darkest that this HB number 2 pencil, this is the lightest, and in between is all the values that exist. And that is it.